What's up, YouTube? Structural here, and I am back. So quick update with what happened. Why there hasn't been a single video made on my channel for the past 5 months since the announcement of Gen 9. I was doing videos on my tablet, but then that sort of didn't feel right to me since I've been doing it on my laptop for so long. So now I had to get a new laptop. I finally have one, as you can tell, since I'm making a video right now. So full update. How I came up with Dawn Brothers. Yes. Am I going to talk about Dawn Brothers in this episode, this video? No, I'm not. Have I started watching Futo Tante, or Futo PI, the Kamen double anime? Yes. Do I love it? Hell yes! Will I be talking about that in this video? No. Will there be a video about Futo PI? Yes! And, of course, there's, The Devil's a Part-Timer Season 2. I kept up with that. Only I kept up with the dub, not the sub. Whew, that's pretty much all of it, I think. Yeah. Also, I've had some ideas floating around for a bit. Also, there will, for a while now, I've been promising you guys a Gokaiju review video where I review Kaizo Sentai Gokaiju. That is coming. I'm on episode 15 of Kaizo Sentai Gokaiju, whereas I'm on episode 25 of Avatar Sentai Dawn Brothers. So, I figured, since this is my first video back, not to do a review, but to do a top 20 list. Now you may be wondering, what's this list going to be about? Well, this will be my top 20 favorite Super Sentais. Now I scrolled through my videos for the past. I've not made a top 20. I believe I made a top 10 video, but never a top 20. So, now some of you may disagree with my list, some of you may not. Oh, and also for Sentai to be eligible for this list, I'd have at least watched maybe at least the first episode of it and got caught and just got hooked in it. I just didn't have time to watch it all the way through, or I would have to watch at least a few episodes of it and then completely fell off of it because I fell behind it. Those are the qualifications for this list, or they're gonna have to be series I finished watching. I just haven't reviewed them, and those are the qualifications for this list. So, kicking off our list at number 20. Now, this is going to be a very controversial thing. Is Uchi Sentai Q Ranger. Now, before you add me in the comments, let me explain, okay? I love the thought of 12 Rangers. I love they're all based on constellations. Not the biggest fan of there being 2 Red Rangers. 2 Red Zenshis, essentially. Now, this is the first time that, what I'm saying, this is the first time that they're not a complete an total space theme. But that's also why this is number 20 on the list. It was the first space themed Sentai. And I'm not the biggest fan of the pointy helmet for yellow. So, nah, sorry. Don't complain. Coming in number 19, we have the 40th Super Sentai series. Dobu Sentai Juroger. Now, Juroger, on the other hand, I like the fact that we had a kind of almost the exact same animal scheme from Power Ranger, or I should say from Hurricane, Lifeman, and some Vulcan, and I think it was a Hurricane. Yeah. Also, not. Also, I do love that our sixth had three different forms, which is something not heard of. Not a fan of the fact that it was cubes, like a lot of fans thought, because, I mean, when I saw the cube, I thought, oh, great, so it's based on Minecraft. And I hate Minecraft. But do I hate Juroger? Not the slightest. Just not a fan of the cube theme. Just not a fan of the cube mecha. Alright, now. Number 18 is definitely going to be controversial because I freaking love this Sentai, but the fact that this was probably everyone's least favorite is baffling me. And again, it shouldn't. Now, if I saw it again, it'd probably be a little bit higher on my list. But the Sentai that's number 18 on my list, Reisha Sentai Tokyuger. Now, of course, I'm also basing this on the theme song, too. And of course, the theme song had to be kicking. Had to get me popping and dancing and singing along. Even though I don't really know what most of the words mean in Japanese. First two did that. And so Tokyuger. In fact, whenever I play the Tokyuger theme song, I literally always think song of that song. This is such a bop. Now, why is it number 18 on my list? Do I hate it? No, like I said, I freaking love this season. This series. It's probably one of my favorites. But why is it 18? Well, it could be the fact that it was pretty much a copy and paste, bad guy becomes good guy situation. Where a monster had a human form, became a member of the team. Which we did that with Power Ranger with Roki, and that's why I didn't like it. That's why it's number 18. Now, of course, it had nothing to do with the fact they were kids. In fact, I think that they should, I think they should do that more. That makes some, I mean, but I know a lot of people disagree with all that, but hey, it's my list. Coming in number 17, Chorik Sentai Oranger. Now, why is Orange on this list? Well, it's basically it's one of the seasons that gave us Power Rangers here in America. But this is Power Ranger Zeo, and I'm not gonna lie, the theme song was bought too, but it's not something I listen to on if I really wanted to. In fact, half my J-pop playlist on YouTube is like the number one song that's repeating on there the most is the Go Character theme song. Next, X8's theme song, but that's a whole other time. I do like the fact that still calling King Ranger a gold. I do like the fact that where we went so far wrong in calling a Black Ranger with gold armor a Gold Ranger, they were calling him a Black Ranger. That being King Ranger. The fact that the powers come from ancient civilizations comes from like the fact their power is called Chodiki is just a little weird to me, and the fact that their sixth ranger is whose name is also Iki is a little weird to me. But I digress. Moving on to number 16. Dokumen Sentai Go Busters. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest fan of Go Busters. I don't hate it though. I do. I will watch it and enjoy it from time to time. But I don't like it as much as some other people do. Now, therefore, I will say so. The suits. I love the suits. The fact they're spy themed, amazing. Now when we get, and of course some people don't like the American version, which is Power Rangers. Fuck. Beast Morphers. I think it's sorry. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Beast Morphers. The only thing I don't like about Beast Morphers is that they actually work in the weak points, kind of. They just kind of worked. They just kind of made a workaround. Like, I would say so. The funny thing about it, and whatever happens on screen, I literally bust up laughing. It's like Hiromu Red Buster freezes whenever he sees a chicken. Now I understand that's part of a fear of his. That's a phobia. Because of a traumatic accident that happened with a chicken. With chickens when he was younger. It's still hilarious and it's still very funny. The fact they just made that kind of like a weak point for the Red Ranger, turning him because he's a cat-themed ranger. He's afraid of dogs and Beast Morphers. Not the best thing. Not even funny. Excuse me. My thing was that I mean, I was this. The theme songs it has are a bop. I do like listening to their theme songs. Busters, Daddy, go! Like I said, I love that. I will listen to that song any day of the week, probably. Right, coming in at number 15, we have one of two pre-Jew Ranger seasons. GQ Sentai 5-Man. Now, I will say this. It's a family team. They're all related. I love it. Why is this so low on my list? It's just, why call it 5-Man? I guess there's 5 of them. But why does it have that in man? That's going to come with another point on my list. So, the theme song is great. The suits, I love the suits. Kind of weird they had 2 different transformation devices. But then again, a lot of seasons have 2 different transformation devices. It's a little weird. I don't know why they do that. If someone knows that, please let me know in the comment section down below. Alright. Coming in number 14 is Mirai Sentai Time Ranger. Now, that thing I said about two different Reds, is one of the reasons why this is so low on my list. Now, don't get me wrong, I freaking love Time Fire. Just the fact they had to kill him off, not cool. But a lot of this is also the way a guy gets his. But the fact this is the way that we get Gokaiger is amazing. And the theme song is really cool too. Alright. Next up is Kyoryu Sentai Judinger. Now, why is this on here? Well, for starters, it has Dragon Ranger. And Dragon Ranger is aka Green Ranger and my Morphin, and it's my favorite suit from the entire show. Granted, we only get to see it for a few times before he dies. Which again, why the fuck do you have to die? Not cool. But the fact they're all ancient warriors from the past, lived with dinosaurs. That I find very cool. And again, this is basically what gives Power Rangers. This is first season. Next up is Seiju Sentai Gingaman. Now this one has a lot of controversy surrounding one particular character. Bull Black. Kurokishi. And mainly his American counterpart, the Magna Defender. I don't know why people insist on calling him a Sixth Ranger. His name isn't Magna Defender Ranger. His name is the Magna Defender. I've had to make this point so many times in so many videos. Or I have to come on here, defend my choices. This is for idiots on Facebook. So, again, Kurokishi, aka Magna Defender, is not a ranger. Get that through your thick skulls, you nincompoops. Ugh. Okay, and again, what's at the end of the man are going to be King Ranger. Seiju Sentai King Ninja. That sounds cooler. But again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. It says, Gosei Sentai Dairanger! Now, Gosei Sentai Dairanger is number 11, whereas Gingaman was number 12. Now, Dairanger, on the other hand, is again so cool. The theme song is a bop. But the fact that it gave us the coolest suit that they felt needed to be used 3 times, or 2 times, for MMPR. Love it. Yeah, I don't really got no qualms for this one. Next case! Okay, next up we have... We're now in our top 10 seasons. Next up we have Tensou Sentai Goseiger. Now, why is this on here? Now, I know there's a lot of people that don't like Goseiger. But here's the rub. Here's something I'd say. I'm going to say right now. I'd rather watch Goseiger than Megaforce. Okay? Okay, case closed. Moving on. Number 9, Ninja Sentai Kaku Ranger. Now, Ninja Sentai Cat Ranger is definitely a weird case, because if you look at the American footage for MMPR Season 3 and 3.5, we get kind of a weird transition there. Because we get the Dai Shogun mecha first as the Ninja Zords, before we get the Uteki Shogun mecha or the Shogun Zords. Which is weird because that's how they did it in Japanese. Because in the Japanese they did Uteki Shogun before Kakadega Shogun. Or in this case they did Shogun Megazord before they did the Ninja Megazord or the Ninja Mega Falcon Zord. Yeah, weird. But I kind of like it though, because it's definitely a good thing for me, for us, I think. Alright, now. Next up. I don't want to get a lot, I have a feeling I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. But I'm going to say it right now. Number 8 is Shuriken Sentai Ninja. Now, maybe wondering, what the fuck is wrong with me here? This season sucks. And you be wrong. You see, the American adaptation of this show sucks. Ninja Steel. I've talked at length about how I hate that show. I've talked at length how much I hate that season of Power Rangers. How it's a good for nothing season. A pile of dog shit. A pile of literal bullshit. How that's, I talked about how that show deserves to be lit and doused in lighter fluid, lit on fire, tossed into a dumpster, same thing with that dumpster, doused in lighter fluid, lit on fire, tossed in another dumpster, doused in lighter fluid, tossed in another dumpster, lit on fire, tossed in another dumpster, doused in lighter fluid, lit on fire, tossed in another dumpster, doused in lighter fluid, lit on fire, and then thrown in the depths of Tartarus. So I will watch Ninja over Ninja Steel any day of the fucking week. I rest my case. Okay. Next up, we have number 7, which is the one I need to get a review out of sometime this year before the end of the year. Not this year, sometime next year before the start of summer. And that is Gixo Sentai Karenja. Now this is a weird one to say that, say the least. Then I talk about those Dawn Brothers and Zenkaiger weird. Because, let's face it, Zenkaiger was weird. Dawn Brothers is weird. But Car Ranger was even weirder. Because it's a parody of itself. It's like it's supposed to be all about finding traffic safety. Hey, that's their motto. That guy goes to London, which is fine for traffic safety. Which I guess it does actually mean there is a traffic thing at the end of every episode. Which is probably just common sense at this point, but who, you know. People sometimes read it and don't really want to listen. Anyway. I watch this show to get a good laugh. And probably because of Zonette, who is the bad guy, who is the quote unquote love interest for Red Racer, who's in love with the Red Ranger of the series, who's in love with the Ranger form of him, not the human form until later, like WTF. Yeah, that's weird. But I saw it because it's funny. Because it's funny. All right, coming in number 6. We're getting there, boys. Chojin Sentai Gentleman. Why is this on here? You may be asking. Well, because it's the season I own on DVD. I see it all the way through, and oh my god, it is good. Great. Now, I will say this though. The ending scene of Jetman is replayed in episodes in Kaiser. But instead of the one the Kaiser's being the stand-in for Black Condor, it's one of the bad guys. Like it's the monster of the week. That monster is then put in place of Black Condor because Black Condor ends up dying. Which is messed up. Why is it Sentai kill off such cool characters? Answer me that. But you know what? I digress. It's still a really good show. I highly recommend you watch it if you have time. Alright. We're now in the top 5 of my list. Now, some of these are pretty modern. One of them is definitely one of the best, I think. Even though, again, somebody on Facebook thinks the American counterpart is better. Yeah, he's crazy. Anyway, I digress. Number 5. Engine Sentai. Go on! Now this show is the fact that it turned into a freaking post-apocalyptic show of the fact that it turned into a post-apocalyptic season for Power Rangers is absurd. But still, phenomenal. The action, especially the engines. I love the engines. They're funny. All right. Now the fact that, again, every member uses a different changer. The Golden Wings use the wing trigger. Gold green, gold black use the shift brace. And go on blue, red, and yellow use the go phone. Why? Like, I don't get that. Like, it makes sense for the Golden Wings. They're the sixth ranger of the. They're the 6 members of the team, or the 6th and 7th member to be exact, of the team. But why do they have that? But why do green and black have that different changers? That makes no sense to me. But yeah. It's still a good show. I definitely enjoy it. Alright. Number 4. Sentai. Go Ninja. Now again, this is probably now in Power Rangers terms, this is my favorite season. In Super Sentai, it's number 4, but it's definitely a good one. Because when I go into watch a new show, I go I go and watch say the new Kamen Rider that's coming out, Geats. I'm going to that show with fresh eyes because I've never seen anything like it. I'm just kind of like Ryuki and Gaim essentially, but with Dow Ranger, I expected there to be a full-on master, or I expected to be a full-on villain for the show, like we had with Wild Force. I didn't know Master was an American creation until I watched Dow Ranger. Yeah, because when I saw Wild Force, I was like, my mind was like blown because I loved. So, Wild Force was my favorite season, and I love Dow Ranger, but if I had the money, I'd probably spend all my money on the Dow Ranger mini plot from Gal King, Gal Muscle, to Gal Icarus, to Gal Hunter, to Gal Kentos, to Gal God, and then of course all the other power animals. Gal Giraffe, Gal Elephant, Gal Bear, Gal Polar, Gal Guru, Gal Rhino, Gal Majiro, I'll tell you where we have Gal Falcon, and Gal Rhino, Gal Majiro, Gal Giraffe, and Gal Bear because we got Icarus. So, yeah. And by the way, I don't spend on those because I love those things. Alright. On the top 3 Sentai. Number 3 is Samurai Sentai Shinkenger. Now, why is this on my list? Well, for one, it also had crossover with Decade. But that's not the main reason. The reason why is because it's because of one reason. The difference between 4 characters. The difference between Lauren and Kaoru, and Takeru, and Jaden. See, Lauren and Jaden in Power Ranger Samurai are brother and sister. Whereas Kaoru and Takeru and Shinkenger are mother and son. Now we're thinking, what's wrong with that? See, Kaoru is younger than Takeru. And she adopted him as her son. How the fuck does that make sense? Like seriously, how the fuck does that make sense to anyone? Like, you could just, like, why didn't you just make it boyfriend and girlfriend? Instead of mother and son. That would have made more sense. Make them married. So Tiger could still use the Shiba ceiling symbol. Or so you can still use the Shiba fire symbol. Again, don't make them mother and son. That, again, how does... Someone please just tell me, how the fuck does that make sense to you? But still, it's a great show. The action is amazing. I do not think that started out with Takeru as a lone wolf. Love it. Alright. Final two. Coming in at number 2 on this list. Juden Sentai courtieous. Now again, even though it does copy paste and bullshit human ranger, it does it differently though. Because see, the gold is actually just armor for Uchi. Uchi doesn't actually have a monster form. Uchi is actually human. So that's why the gold is able to control Terra Gordon. Yeah, so yeah. And again, it's a music themed Sentai. I love it. Now, again, I freaking love it. Now, of course, for number 1. I talked about it a million times before this video. I said that it's probably the most recurring song on my playlist. Are you shocked at all by my choice? It's Gokaiger. I remember back on Facebook, there was a post people said which was better, Gokaiger or Megaforce. I said Gokaiger. Then some idiot comes on and says, no, Super Megaforce is better. And I'm like, what the hell are you smoking? And he's like, and I'm like, what the hell are you smoking? Because, I mean, like, the legendary battle for Super Sentai happens before Gokaiger even starts. Whereas the Rangers that came back were just freaking set pieces. And so we got an army of minions. Whereas the Gokaigers took out the big bad at the end of the series. So yeah. And again, is anyone surprised at this point that Gokaiger is number 1? Alright, so that's going. Alright, guys, so that's going to be it for today. And don't worry, many more videos are coming soon. So don't forget to. So, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share as always. And make sure to click that bell. And make sure to ring that bell so you can be part of my notification squad. So you don't miss a single video. And again, I'm back. I don't plan on going anywhere. Unless somehow I fuck up this laptop like I did my other one. So here's a way to do that. Also, make sure to join me Thursday, where I talk about Dumb Brothers. Actually, I might talk about something else Thursday. I'm not sure. Anyways, it's Rutherford signing off. Peace!